Hi, welcome to Maverick and Dempsey's Rundown. All right, get crazy on this Sunday night. Okay. All right, so got some big things we need to hit. So let's go. First off, we're going to start with the Royal Rumble. WWE's Royal Rumble took place yesterday, last night, Saturday night, not a Sunday. Don't know what happened there. I don't know why they changed it. But maybe so they didn't have to go up against football, which is probably a wise idea. All right, so the Women's Rumble was fantastic. You enjoyed that, right?
Definitely. That was really cool.
And the surprise entrant, there were a bunch of surprise entrants, but the one that we need to talk about is
Ronda Rousey.
Rowdy Ronda Rousey returned after a roughly or nearly 3 year absence, I think, 2.5, 3 year absence.
Yeah.
And she won the Rumble, shockingly won the Rumble. Who'd she eliminate in the end?
Oh, I forgot.
It was Charlotte. All right, so she took out Charlotte to win the Rumble. I don't know how you forgot that. So now we're going to await her decision to see who she faces, Charlotte or Becky Lynch, if they are still champion when WrestleMania comes. So we're going to see what happens there. But that was very exciting. All right, let's see. We also had Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. That ended in like a DQ or what, I don't know. We skipped it. But good match, bad ending. Kind of glad we just kind of skipped through that.
Yeah, no one really cares about them.
Well, at least in this house, nobody does. All right. Bobby Lashley defeated Brock Lesnar when Roman Reigns interfered and screwed over Lesnar. And going to be interesting to see what happens there. Hated to see a match between those two big behemoths that everybody's been waiting for in the way it did. But that's WWE for you. So that was unfortunate. Becky Lynch defeated the much larger Doudrop in a really good match. And then finally she beat her with her rock bottom manhandle slam off the middle rope, and exciting finish. Edge and Beth Phoenix defeated Mike the Miz and Maurice. That was
such a cool ending.
so cool to interrupt me too before I even finish saying the name. All right, Mike the Miz and Maurice. So that was an exciting match. All right, then we had the Men's Royal Rumble. Men's Royal Rumble was a huge disappointment. There was no Kurt Angle, which some people thought would happen. There was none of the huge surprise like they've had in the past. I mean, I'm kind of missing some of the ones. There was nobody from AEW. You had Mickie James come into the Women's Rumble, which was exciting. The Impact Wrestling female champion. You had nobody come in for Impact for the Men's Rumble. Nobody coming from AEW. No big Japanese stars. No New Japan stars. No no greats from the past really at all. I mean, you had Shane McMahon. Okay, kind of cool, but very underwhelming. And who was the other shock or surprise? I don't even know if there was one. Go ahead.
Bad Bunny one.
Oh yeah, Bad Bunny, which okay, that's neat, but I mean, hardly what you want for the big surprise. Johnny Knoxville was in it. That wasn't a surprise. It was kind of neat for that 30 seconds that he was in there. All right, and Brock Lesnar was a surprise entrant at number 30. All right, which was okay. That was interesting. All right, kind of cool. Okay, and the fact that he won sucks. Very disappointed. We just saw you fight for the title. You always fight for the title if you don't have the title already. And that's what we got to wait for. It could have been Randy Orton, which isn't new blood, but it hasn't been visited in a little while because he's been doing the tag team. Could have been AJ Styles. Could have been Nakamura winning his second Rumble and going on to main event for the second time, getting back in that main event picture. But no, it's Brock Lesnar. All right. Way to go, WWE. No big surprises. Brock Lesnar. Yeah. Bad Bunny, Shane McMahon. All right, so that was a huge disappointment. Was not disappointing in football today. We had an excellent game between the Cincinnati Bengals. They weren't the Bungles today. They were the Bengals. They were coming in hot with Joe Burrow, Joey Fever. That's a new name I'm giving them. All right, the legendary Howard Hessman, the Johnny Fever from WKRP Cincinnati. He passed away, so we're gonna do Joey Fever. All right, like just pass the name right on to him. All right, both Cincinnati. Johnny, Joey, well, whatever. Anyway, I'm running with it. All right, I like that better than Joe Cool. All right, because Joe Cool's Joe Montana. I grew up in the '80s. All right, '80s and '90s. It's Joe Montana. All right, she doesn't know anything about that. All right. So anyway, so Cincinnati Bengals, Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs beating the mess out of them early on. It's 21-3 as halftime starts. All right, it's the first half ends, and we're depressed. All right, we're depressed. Put on a TV show, okay? And we'll come back to the game, but we need to take a break. We need to take a break and relax. I don't need to hear at halftime how bad the Bengals are doing and everybody, kissing up to Patrick Mahomes. Oh, baby goat, the next guy, blah, 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 blah. Don't care, okay? All right, we tune back in. Second half. Here we go. What's going to happen? And the Bengals shut them down, all right? An 18-point comeback with that 2-point conversion, all right, to make it 21-21. They shut them down and didn't let them score a point till nearly the end of the game, all right? And then, well, actually, no, it was the end of the game, and that's it into halftime. Then they finally, so regulation time, they didn't score another point. Then they go into regulation and they get their field goal. Or did they get the field goal right before? I forgot now. Well, that's bad. That's bad reporting. No, they did get the field goal, and then Bengals got the field goal, right? 24-24, sent them in the. Yeah. That's what happened. What's wrong with me? All right. So now we're in overtime. All right. Overtime. Patrick Mahomes, baby goat. All right. Throws an interception. All right. Gives the ball to the Bengals. Bengals march it down. Now all they have to do is kick a field goal kick. So they play it safe. On a third down, we're close enough. We're there. We don't need to go for more yards. We'll take the third down, not need to wait till fourth down. Don't want to risk the fumble or a bumbled snap or something like that. They kick the field goal and they win, all right? Everybody, I'm sure, was thinking, I know we were worried about it, that the Chiefs were going to do the same thing they did to the Bills. Hey, we won the coin toss. We got this. Patrick Mahomes is going to take us down. He's going to win. Baby goat, blah, 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 all right? Well, the baby goat just got neutered, all right? He lost. Burrow, Joey Fever, all right, he won, and the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl.
R.I.P. Kansas. Woo!
Yay, bye-bye, Kansas. Bye-bye, old baby goat talk and all that other crap, all right?
Yes.
And we'll get to the real goat in a second. All right, now the NFC Championship, you know what? I don't like the Rams. I'm not going to talk about this much. The Rams won. Yeah, I don't have the breakdown. The Rams won, and it sucks.
About the Rams.
No, it sucks. Barely anybody in LA cares about the Rams, all right? Your team sucks, all right? Okay, they may not suck. They may be great, but I mean, the franchise sucks. All right, I'm done. Yeah, forget it. Okay, so Rams, Bengals is what we got. Now, I'm worried. Rams are definitely going in the favorite. Bengals are young. Bengals are inexperienced. They're always the underdog. They went in the underdog tonight against the Chiefs. They just beat the Chiefs 4 weeks ago, all right? But they're always going to be the underdog. That's the way they're going to play. That's probably the way they like it. Joey's always the underdog, all right? But we're believing in Joey B. We're not giving up on him. We're pulling for the Bengals. 2 weeks, prepare for the Rams. Stafford has choked before. Hopefully he can choke again. So we'll see what happens, all right? We're all for the Bengals in this house, though, all right? Our purple and gold for LSU and Burrow and Chase. It's black and orange now, man. LSU and the pros, man, with those Bengals. That's who we're pulling for. All right. Other fight news: MMA last night. The only fight that I really care about. Ryan Bader won in Bellator, retained his heavyweight championship. And the big news was Tom Brady retired, and within a couple of hours he unretired. So now we're waiting to see what happens with that. Adam Schefter announced that he was retired, and then Tom Brady Sr., as well as Tom Brady himself, put word out that he is not retired. So we're going to see what happens there. Of course, it gets you worrying, if you're a Tom Brady fan like we are, if he is gone, if he is done. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah. So we'll see what happens there. We got a lot of exciting things that are happening right now. We're gonna have to break down the Super Bowl. Coming the Super Bowl matchup. We'll have further talk about that. Got some MMA and some boxing that we'll get to, eventually. Next, we got the Pro Bowl. I don't think there's really anything to talk about there.
Nobody cares about.
No, I'm still gonna watch it because it is football. But
we both need to check in.
We'll see. We'll see what happens there. And then in wrestling, we're going to see what happens, as we said before. We're going to see what happens with Brock Lesnar, who he chooses to face. Ronda Rousey, who she chooses to face. Will she face Becky Lynch again? Will she get Charlotte? Will they mix it up and do a triple threat again? Hopefully that doesn't happen. I want something new, and I'll take the one-on-one match. So we'll see what happens. All right?
I want them to do Becky again. I want it to be like a rematch, and it's just them two.
Well, that's what she wants. All right? So we'll see. I want to see Rousey versus Charlotte. One-on-one. And Becky, I don't know who I want to see her face. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I saw Dewdrop. I don't need to see Dewdrop again. No offense. See what happens there. You know, they should do a crossover, something to do with Mickey James. They did it once for the Rumble, so why not?
No.
Yeah. All right. So anything else?
No.
I'm sure everybody's still waiting.